What's happening, folks? Back with another reaction, back with some more Magne F, another Furuholmen Friday, and this one is also a holiday reaction, even though my understanding is that this might be a more straight-away Christmas song than the tunes on his White Xmas Lies. Given that it's Mags, I would still expect there to be some melancholy or some... I don't know what Luca just did out there. It sounded like she knocked something over. In any case, we'll forge ahead, but yes, I would expect there to be some ambiguity about it in terms of the emotional sentiment, but it's called Giving In to Christmas, and as I understand it, his explanation is that this is perhaps a response to those who felt he was too jaded or that his White Xmas Lies was completely melancholic and not necessarily of a more traditional sentiment when it comes to the holiday season. So the idea of giving in to Christmas, surrendering yourself to the feelings and sentiment that are more commonly associated with it rather than taking a, let's say, more Scandinavian view of the holidays. So I'm curious to hear what it'll be all about. Let's give it a listen. This is Magne. The track is Giving In to Christmas, and it's part of his 2024 album, Living With Ourselves.
I'm giving in to Christmas and to hopes for the new year. I close my eyes to worries for the future that we share, and shut my mind from knowing of the troubles everywhere. I'm giving in to Christmas, dialing down the old despair. Ho!
I see what he did there. Mags, take a bow. It's like he did exactly what I would have thought, in that there's some genuine sentiment, giving in, and yet still there's an indication that he's having to tune out a lot of dark things to even get to that point. He's dialing down his despair, and then halfway through, the sonics get a bit more clouded and dark, and he talks about this is when the dark thoughts come through, the midnight hour, we haven't escaped them entirely. And then he comes out the other side of that talking about writing a song that embraces the Christmas spirit for friends and family, just like every other trendy artist who cashes in and writes a song in order to make a buck and to capitalize on the commercialism of the spirit of holidays. It's hilarious. It's so perfectly Mags on every level, even though I do believe that he's trying to have a change of heart and to speak to what a lot of people feel and talk about, or at least what is popularly associated with the holidays, but he does it in a way that is quintessentially Mag. So that's just brilliant. It's hilarious. And did you notice we had one ho at the beginning, two ho's in the middle, and a ho 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 at the very end? It's just hilarious on every level. Again, take a bow, Mags. You've somehow managed to be sarcastic and sincere at the same time. You've given into Christmas, but taken a shot at the, let's say, more crass or shallow understandings of it, which, again, I'm a big supporter of the holidays. In part, maybe because my birthday is 1 week before Christmas, so it was always a fun time for me. I very much enjoy the holiday spirit. I put decorations up and so on. But I recognize that there are imperfections. There are, let's say, showy or otherwise crass, again, or tactless ways that people try to propagate or present that Christmas spirit. So I feel like it speaks to both my more optimistic and sincere side and my more amused and perhaps not cynical. I don't think I'm a cynical person, but I do recognize sarcasm and stinging criticisms where they belong. Indeed, I grew up, or at least came of age, listening to punk rock, which is full of those kind of attitudes and criticisms. So to me, this is just the perfect synthesis of the sincere and genuine and the sharp-witted and sharp-tongued. So shout out to Mags. Thank you again to Sophia for providing this material. Shout out to Mags himself for just being hilarious. A couple good vocal moments too. This is the second time for the songs on this album where he's had some backing vocal moments where it's like, oh, like that's very melodic. That sounds really good. Whereas with his lead vocals, I tend to associate it with a bit of scratch, a bit of just, hey, this is raw, this is a person who doesn't have the angelic soaring voice of Morton. This is just me putting myself out there and being vulnerable in a vocal sense. And again, I've heard people talk about how he's had quotes to the effect of, this is the voice I sing with. It's more just a means of getting across a song and a theme rather than a true sonorous instrument like some singers have. So again, there's some moments with his backing vocals where it really sounds like surprisingly melodic and silvery, if you will. So just a cool song, a funny song. Really enjoyed that one. Let me know what you think, and I will see you next time. Peace.